isi okusokera ddala ababaka bano batuswaziza. Twali nabo abamu ne batukuba. Amodingi yali banamboze nga babasibidde ekireka ku special investigations oba branch. Sekikubo twali mu vaani emu nga batutwala. Nze gwe basooka okusuula mu vaani, Sekikubo bamuleeta nga talinnya, balinga baleeta omubbi. Nga balwana ekibalwanya nti Museveni aleke kufuula Uganda kibanja kya kitaawe kyakukaddiiramu. Ebiseera ebyo yali Museveni n'emyaka nga 73. Kati ono gwe bagenza okwetondera wa 75. Bamwe nti asebo ofuga Uganda ofanga ofuga. So n'olwekyo nze nafunyemu obuswavu era simanyi bwe n'abalabako kiki bagenda kuŋŋamba. Kuba abaayiti balwanyisa Museveni nti bamuwalana. Naye baayawukana ne Museveni nga yagamba nti bw'okwata obwa pulezidenti olina kufiira mu ntebe. Nga bagamba nedda eggwanga tolina kufiira mu ntebe, weerezaako ogende. Kakati bagenze kwetonda ku ki? So babakubira bwerere bagenze nga nti weebale kutukuba waggwe wali omutuufu twali bakyamu. So ababaka bano liyale gwe nalabako Amodingi, gwe nalabye abakulembedde ekirungi biseera bya COVID naye badde tebakyaddamu kukwata mu ngalo zange. Kusooka ddala bw'oba oyagala okubeera mu byobufuzi beera wa mazima. Bw'oba okoye FDC ng'olaba tokyasobola gibeeramu ate toteekawo kiguumaaza nti mwoli nga toliimu. Gende wala mu Uganda mulimu ebibiina ebyakaregisteringa kati biringa 47. Bw'osanga ekimu ng'owulira tokyajyayo kya buntu bulamu okufuluma okusinga lw'obeera nga oyagala kusigala mu kibiina ekyo ate okirwanyisa ate ng'ogamba oli memba waakyo. Bwe bubaka bwempa ababaka ba FDC bonna, bw'oba okyagala kubeera memba wa FDC jangu obeere memba wa FDC. Naye toyinza kumala myaka 5 ne headquarter tokyamanyi gyeri nga gw'okomawo ku nomination. Abo bayita ba Fortune Hunters abawulira kakubye byakulonda bye bibaleeta FDC takyagikirizamu naye alowooza eyinza omuyambako okuwangula. Okusookera ddala tewaali baddewo na byakuuma kalulu mu Uganda. Akalulu tukakuuma ani gwe tuteebereza nti agenda kabba. Mwami Museveni n'abe NRM mukubeerawo ng'abantu batya nti muli babbi mugenda kubba n'akalulu buli omu amala kuyungula nga tulinga nga bagenda mu lutalo. Ensi endala omuntu ne waaba talina yamukuumira kalulu bakusanze waka certificate yo ne bagamba nti owangudde. Nze ndowooza tetuteekwa kwetegekera nnyo Uganda kuuma, kuteekwa kwetegekera babbi tubeere nga tulwana nabo mu biseera by'akalulu nga tiriyo na kuuma kalulu. Let me finish one case. So zino ezisooka ziwedde zabadde alangirira nga ziteekewo under Public Health Act okussa mu nkola kwa byabufuzi. Ffe mu Parliament tulimu abantu 46 naye tutuula bwe twali tuyisa site ffenna twaliwo. Kati COVID bagenda kumukozesa kolera mu byabufuzi naye Katonda mulungi tubalinze mu BNRM tulabe bo we batasobole kuŋŋaana. Era kati nze natandise okukuba enkuŋŋaana ewange kubanga abe-NRM buli kyalo kiriko abantu abawere 20,000 mu kira. Banaakuŋŋaana batya okulonda? Banaalondera ku masimu. Omuvubuka eggulo yambuuziza meeting nti ona balondera batya ku social media. So n'olwekyo zino COVID measures kyezaali kiteekwa okufunabwamu twakifunamu ng'eggwanga. Buli omu n'amanya nti waliyo obulwadde buli omu asobola okubwewala. Naye kati saawa zino tuli mu byabufuzi bwe banaalaba ng'okubyera ali nga bagaba COVID. NRM bw'anaagikuba poliisi ng'ebula. My colleagues in the NRM have embarrassed us. I was dragged and driven to police. We were in the same van with the Honorable Sekikubo. We were violently arrested. We nearly lost our lives. The Honorable Monica Amoding was in the same van with the Honorable Nambos. They were driven to Chireka Special Investigations Unit. We were driven to Nagarama. And at that time, they created and gave us assurance that they were fighting for governance, because this is not about ourselves. I am now shocked that Amoding, who was brutalized, now is leading a group to go and say sorry to Museveni. I don't know whether they now think Museveni is right, because what we are fighting against together was someone staying in office beyond the age of 75. At that time, naturally, people even begin losing their senses. Now they went to apologize. Museveni was about 73 when we were fighting in parliament. Now he's 75. So they now want him to stay in power until he's 80-something. The opportunistic nature and conduct of many of us is going to make politics become useless in this country. That as long as your personal pursuit can be served, you can go and do anything. Because these individuals, and I am sure they have not gone back to plead with Museveni because they think serving beyond 75 is now a good thing. But they return to Museveni for personal survival. They don't want Museveni to unleash the state and to them during campaigns. So that's why they have gone back to plead. And they are a shame. You don't do that. They should never have pretended in the first place. You stay with Museveni, he says, I want to die in office, you cheer him up, and then he dies there, and we share the problems. But to pretend at one time that this is something very bad, this is a red line, and you get beaten, and the person who deployed the SFC to beat you, now you go before him, sir, we want help. They are a disgrace.
But if that matter was settled, what would...
Disagree on a leader dying in office and serving beyond 75, you've disagreed with it in eternity. Except if you now say it is a good thing to do. It can't be part that now that I have been defeated, let me join. So it means each time you are defeated, you will be joining a group that has defeated you.
Okay, but what's your take on...
I have spoken about MPs and other people. The FDC is not a barracks that you stay in forcefully. If you think the FDC cannot serve you, you leave and go and join another platform. The trouble I have with some of my colleagues, by their own conduct, they have behaved like they left FDC 5 years ago. Today they want to pretend that they are in FDC, which is hypocrisy. When we lost the election, I was the manager for Muntu's campaign. I had a chat with him, and I told him for me, I wanted to be the FDC leader because I love the FDC and I will stay in FDC. I still respect Mun. He's a human being, very human being, fine. But there are those who pretended that they will go with him, now they want to stay because of the election. Same thing like NRM rebel MPs. A leader, you must have a spine. If you say, I'm not going to do, don't do this, don't do it. We should not even be preparing to protect the election. Protecting which elections? Because you see, you're protecting against who? Mr. Museveni and NRM. Everybody fears that they will steal my election. That's what we must be dealing with, not to prepare to confront them. We must fight to ensure this country has free and fair election. There is nobody who cheats another at election time. But the trouble, we are now treating the symptom that whoever offers yourself, you must assemble a militia to go and protect votes, protecting them against who? Why did we allow this to happen? So that's what we must be fighting even before elections.
skills? I know one.